Hello and welcome to grammar class. Today's topic is sentence construction or sentence structures. In English grammar, a sentence is a word or a set of words so arranged as to make a complete sense. So we understand that if a group of words makes no sense or an incomplete sense, then it cannot be called a sentence in English grammar. Now for some examples on your screen. Man is makes no sense, hence it's not a sentence. Man is mortal makes a clear sense, so it's a grammatical sentence. I to school makes no sense, so it's not a sentence. I go to school makes a complete sense, hence it's a grammatical sentence. In the morning makes an incomplete sense, so it's not a sentence. I wake up in the morning makes a full and clear sense, so it's a grammatical sentence. Now let's study the parts of the sentence. A sentence has two basic constituent parts, the subject and the predicate. So first off, what is the subject? Which part of the sentence is called the subject? The subject is who or what the sentence is about. Who or what means the person or the thing. So in other words, the subject is the person or the thing the sentence is about. This is the grammatical definition of the subject of a sentence. And remember, the subject of a sentence is always either a noun or a pronoun. Well then, what about the predicate of a sentence? The predicate is a word or a group of words including a finite verb that states something about the subject of the sentence. To put it simply, the predicate of a sentence must have a finite verb and it says something about a person, place or thing which is the subject of the sentence. Let's now identify the subject and the predicate of a sentence. For example, Tom likes milk is a grammatical sentence. As you can see, this sentence is about the person Tom. It makes a statement about Tom. Hence, Tom is the subject of this sentence. And the remaining words in the sentence, including the finite verb likes, constitute the predicate of the sentence. Why? Because here the predicate states something about the subject Tom, that he likes milk. Now see another sentence on your screen. There goes a train. Who or what is this sentence about? This sentence is all about a train. Hence, a train is the subject of this sentence. Interestingly, here the subject, a train, comes at the end of the sentence because it's an exclamatory sentence. And the remaining words in the sentence, there goes, forms the predicate of the sentence. It has a finite verb, goes. It says something about the subject, a train. Up next, we have an interrogative sentence on your screen. Why are you weeping? This sentence or question is all about the person denoted by you. Hence, in this interrogative sentence, the pronoun you is the subject. And please notice that here the subject you has come in the middle of the sentence. And the remaining other words in the sentence, why are weeping, constitute the predicate of the sentence. And without fail, the finite verb of this predicate is are weeping. So finally, we learn that the subject of a sentence is the person, place or thing we speak about in it, and whatever we speak about the subject is the predicate of the sentence. So we have seen from these examples that the subject usually comes at the start of the sentence, but it may also come in the middle or at the end of the sentence. In interrogative sentences, the subject comes in the middle of the sentence. In exclamatory sentences, the subject may come at the end or in the middle of the sentence. And in sentences starting with here or there, the subject comes at the end of the sentence. Otherwise, the subject mostly comes at the beginning of the sentence. However, in imperative sentences, the subject is always you, which is in the understood form. It is not explicitly used. For example, the imperative sentence come here has an understood subject you, and similarly the imperative sentence don't make a noise also has the understood subject you. Let's now study what is known as enlargement of the subject in English grammar. If the subject of a sentence consists of several words, if it is multi-worded, it is called enlargement of the subject in English grammar. For example, the cost of health care is rising day by day. Here the subject of the sentence is the cost of health care. And the most important word of this multi-worded subject is cost. In English grammar, this most important word of the multi-worded subject is called the subject word or the subject proper. And the other words in the subject, the of healthcare, are called the attributes or the enlargement of the subject. So in this example, the cost of healthcare is the enlarged subject and cost is the subject proper. Well, as far as the predicate is concerned, as I said earlier, it must have a finite verb. However, in addition to a finite verb, the predicate may have an object or a complement, etc. For example, we elected him captain. In this sentence, we is the subject and elected him captain is the predicate. And in this predicate, elected is the finite verb, him is the object, and captain is the complement. Remember, if the predicate has just a finite verb or a single word, it's called a simple predicate. But if it consists of two or more words, it's called a full predicate. Next, we are going to study the extension of the predicate. If the finite verb in the predicate is qualified or modified by an adverb or an adverb phrase or an adverb clause, this is known as extension of the predicate. For example, he fainted as soon as he heard the news. Here the adverb clause as soon as he heard the news is modifying the finite verb fainted in the predicate. In the second sentence, the adverb phrase very fast is qualifying the finite verb ran in the predicate. And in the third sentence also, the adverbial phrase early in the morning is qualifying the finite verb woke up in the predicate. So in this way, these are three examples of the extension of the predicate, which is also known as the adverbial qualification of the predicate. At the outset, I told you that the sentence has two parts: the subject, which is a noun or a pronoun, and the predicate, which has at least a single finite verb. However, in spoken or communicative English, we often use a set of words without a verb and with a hidden subject not clearly used as a sentence. For example, in written English, we say, "What's your mobile number?" But in spoken English, we use a verbless group of words. "Mobile number, please." And then in written English, if we say, "Please show me your passport," in spoken English, we may say, "Passport, please." Then the sentence "that was well done" in written English becomes "well done" in spoken English. The subject "that" and the verb "was" are not used in spoken English. In the same way, I thank you so much in written English becomes thank you so much in spoken English. And then, as you can see, we do not use the full sentence, it is a quarter past 2 in spoken English. Instead, we just say a quarter past 2 now. But remember, these verb-less sentences with their hidden subjects are only acceptable in spoken English. That's the end of today's class. I hope you liked the video. Please be sure to like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel for more grammar videos. Thank you so much for watching the video until the end.